I'm sweating. Like, I cut off the breeze in here. I'm dying. Okay. Guys, it's Savannah, and today I wanted to do a quick little how-to video on how to properly wrap a polo wrap. So I have these really nice Shires polos. This is their green color. It's like a hunter green color. I will post the link to their website below, the link to these polos. Most polos, when you first buy them, will be like this, and they're actually wrapped backwards. So you're going to have to unwrap them and unroll them and roll them back up for you to actually be able to apply them on a horse. So I'm going to put my nice little pouch here on the ground. And first thing I would like to point out is I actually really like these wraps. The fleece on them is like pretty thick. It's not super thick like where it will be bulky, but it's thick enough it'll actually provide a pretty good bit of protection for your horse. Also, the Velcro here, it's if you've ever dealt with Velcro, you know there's the soft side and the hooky side. The hooky side's actually on the outside, which is awesome because if you have any excess of this little tab left over, you can actually hook it to the fleece to get it out of the way. Some brands will put the hooky side here and put the soft side here, so if you have any excess, it's kind of like flapping around, which I don't really like personally. I have some polos like that, but I don't really like it. So to roll them up, you will have to let it go, let it go, let it go. Oh, okay, don't let it go too much. Okay, anyways, so you're gonna be, here's the soft side, here's the sticky side. So you're going to be putting it like this on itself, so where it's like sticking to itself. And it's going to be kind of crinkled like that, and it's totally okay. And so then you're going to have this little flap here you've created, and then you're just going to have this side. So on the flap side, you're actually going to start rolling them up. So you just roll them up like so. Nice and rolled up. Velcro's here in the middle. I've actually already rolled the other 3. Most packs come in either 2 or 4. So this pack was 4. So I have the other ones rolled up. And so I'm going to go get my horse. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. The first thing that is important for everyone to remember when doing anything around a horse, especially its legs, you need to always stay on your feet. So I recommend squatting anytime you're doing anything around a horse's legs. I like to start my polos right below the knee and right behind the indentation of the cannon bone, between the cannon bone and the tendons. So here I'm showing the area I generally will start the polo. And an important thing you need to do before you put a polo on is to check the legs to make sure they're clean. That way you don't wrap any mud or anything in your horse's leg. So I'm going with the polo out, and I generally will do 2 wraps at the top, and will work my way down about 1 inch each wrap. And near the bottom, it is important that you cup around the fetlock. So here I'm cupping, and to make a V upwards to finish off that cup. An important thing to always keep in mind when wrapping is to always have a steady tension, and never let 2 people wrap the same horse at once, because my definition of tension and someone else's might be different. So here I'm working up about 1 inch at a time as before, and in a perfect world, your Velcro will be on the outside of the wrap, preventing it from potentially being knocked undone by the horse's leg during exercise. And as you can see, I had a little extra left on my little hooky tab, so I'm able to just kind of press it on that fleece there, and it will stay there during exercise.
Next, I want to show you guys how I wrap a hind leg. It's the same idea as the front. Make sure the leg is clean. Here I'm showing right below the hock where I like to start the wrap. Start by putting the end of the polo in between the little indentation made by the tendons and the cannon bone. 2 wraps, and instead of going down about an inch on the hind legs because they're longer, I generally go actually half a wrap, so half the width of the wrap. As I'm making my way down, I cup the fetlock, put my V up in the front, and continue upwards about half a wrap in width. And when I hit the top of the wrap, I take my excess from my tab and I just really firmly smush it on there and wiggle it a little bit to make sure it sticks. Next, I just want to go over how to undo a polo wrap. So first, you just need to undo the little Velcro tab, and all you do is you just unwrap it as fast as you can. That way there's less likely a chance that if the horse were to freak out that you drop the polo and they could step on it, potentially hurting their tendons. If you are still learning how to wrap polos, I highly recommend that you ask an experienced trainer or vet to check over your polos before you ride in them, because they can potentially hurt your horse. So here we have the finished product, and remember that practice makes perfect, and you will be a polo pro in no time.